welcome back to the Pannonian Avars series, in which we're on what I believe to be the last couple of episodes I will film. But let me tell you something real quick. If I slur my words or stammer a little bit or me saying nonsensical stuff, well, I want you to expect that might be coming up in this episode because I did not... Oh, let me rephrase it. That's because I stood up all night last night playing with my own social circles and all that. So it might be a little bit over the top for me, which is rather uncharacteristic of me whenever I do videos such as these. But anyways, I thought, when we expanded up to Bohemia, parts of modern-day Austria, I kind of thought, well, I think that'll be it for this series, as far as territory is concerned. But I kind of noticed that our vassal Croatia has expanded it down to this area, in Venezia. But we have not taken Venezia yet. And this is good development, and the Grand City is only a castle, and it kind of makes me wonder, maybe I would like to have that for myself, even though I'm over the domain limit. Years. Bingo. So, how about this? We get primogeniture in the next 4 years, and then go for court officials next. So I want to keep Venezia for myself. Despite the culture is different over there. They're on their way to high medieval. They do have all the high medieval era economic buildings. Okay, how about this in order? After primogeniture, then we'll go for court officials, and after that, go for cranes. That's an idea. So I'm buying that claim of the Grand City right away. I could care less about the other areas out there. They can have it for themselves. I just simply want Venezia. Because I would definitely invest in this. Also has a little bit of developmental growth. And their culture is into development. Is that so? For some reason they like mountains. This is plains. Plus 20. This is fine. Which is referring to that. Yeah, definitely. But anyways, we won't move in on them just yet. Because of things to do. I was about to say I should go on a pilgrimage, but no, go on a pilgrimage to Patmos, because it's been a while since I've gone to there, and I'm eager to get going. So I decided to journey to the island of Patmos to visit the Cave of the Apocalypse, where John Patmos wrote the Book of Revelation. There I hope I come closer to God, and be inspired and healed. Time to make preparations. We go to Samos. I have finished my preparations for my trip to Patmos, because there's more or less a large rock in the Aegean Sea. I'll have to sail there by boat. We can only hope that nothing eventful happens on the journey. Let's go to Patmos. I'm starting to get old, but I'm living healthy. Unless I want to beat myself up to reduce some of the stress. Land ahoy! Finally, we land on the island of Patmos. Compared to the other islands in the Aegean, it's small and rugged, and that doesn't detract from its natural beauty. Soon, we shall reach our pilgrimage's destination. Well now, time to rest first. I recall that I have a court artifact that gives you more diplomacy, but I'll have a look at it in the future. Today I arrived at the monastery complex of St. John. Monks rushed to greet me for having a distinguished member of society such as myself arrive here. It is an honor. We briefly chat before they show me to the Cave of the Apocalypse. The cave is not immediately intimidating, yet I feel the presence of something greater than myself. I observe it all: the texture of the rock, the smell of the damp air, the hint of the breeze from outside. I reflect how it was here that the fiery, terrifying words of the Book of Revelation were written. I take time to meditate on its words. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to serve unto the servants of things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent it signified by his angel unto his servant John, who bore the record of the word of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ. All the things he saw. Remarkable. Yeek! I saw a vision of black horsemen. Yep. I saw a vision of a black horse. And he sat on and had a pair of balances in his hand. Stewardship per level of devotion, a little bit of dread up, and a little more developmental growth in the realm capital. Well, that's good, actually. I forgot what is the Black Horseman, because hold on, I'll tell you that in a moment. After spending some time in the cave, I returned to the monastery where I'm posted by the monastics of Patmos. It is good and illuminating experience, both personally and spiritually. Alas, I can only stay for so long. Soon I must be so back to my home. I'm glad I could come here nonetheless. What I was trying to say is I forgot what the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are like, but I know of the other 4 horsemen. You know, it's a reference to professional wrestling. You know, those 4 horsemen. I have returned from my pilgrimage to the cave of the apocalypse on Patmos. It was a good spiritual experience. Perhaps one day I could repeat the journey. But until then, it's back to normal life for me. Kissing and singing and dancing. That's the normal life. I think this would be best solved by a group discussion. Befriend your most powerful vassals. Hurry up and be dead. You got 5 seconds till you're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He ain't dead. Final access. My wife, my courtier, and my knight. Each day, it seems my court is abuzz of talk of the next banquet. The menu grown rather more portly as of late. Bourgeois, my food taster, seems more lethargic of each session, sweating more profusely as each foreign fancies lifted of mouth. The culinary activities fueled by Canton, Euphemia, Venda, and Eustace. It's constant vying to demand the most memorable meal from my overworked cooks. Today it is my courtier, Venda, who rules my liege. Tonight, I'm having the kitchens prepared a rich sauce known to me. Served with a 10-bird roast. Dickens looks hungry. Patriarch and excises his food. These fleeting pleasures are nothing compared to God's grace. Look at that, man. Only for the best of my court. of makes me want to increase the amenities a little, since we have such very good income. Court artifact. Don't I have a book somewhere? Wait, you're not working on stewardship. There's a diplomacy book somewhere that I remember that I have. No, you never had one. Oh, son of a beeswax. Then why are you using this? Put this on. This old, you know, this old Buddhist artifact that was found long ago in the Tarim Basin. Hey, look. Now the case is stronger. There's no one to help you. It's just me and you. You know what? Let's go conquer Venezia. And I get to have that bit of land for myself. It's an island, it's, you know. Someone's trying to steal from me? Who would want to steal my artifact? Befriend the prince and future Khan. Anybody else? Oof. Terrible. This man likes her well enough. I'll befriend you. Doji is in the army. Oh dear. Died of heart failure. He was 80 years old. Sure, he can go. Not a good idea. Days, 7 days. We're gonna try to catch him. Got him. If you're gonna go long around, then might as well take these. She was wounded in action. She had cancer, she was infirm, she was melancholic. Following that sense of life. asked my son Omegavan what he thought. He responded that the sentence too far or too harsh for such a small crime. Seems you're becoming more like me. This is a lesson of moderation in all things. Hup. Few men are lucky enough to have as many friends as I do. Hey, you're the new Khan. I appreciate this phonograph done my trust equally. Yet I feel that amongst all the valiant souls that count as my loyal companions in life, one understands me above all. Who wants to be my best friend? It would have to be Croatian. You're my best friend. You can never betray me. Study Serbo-Croatian. The city is mine. Get it under control. Do we have a seneschal? No, you don't. Yes, you do. Stop being a damn fool. Do not have the Republic government. Okay, that makes sense. Definitely putting my money on that. I stand above my subjects as sovereign ruler, unequaled in the realm, dressed in a part of splendor with garments and jewelry which serves as a symbol of reminder to everyone that I'm in charge. Local fashions of symbolic meaning. One second. Best friend. You be my Jansen. Vital's been asking me for a ruling hope for a long time. I told him I would get one for him in 3 months if he displayed more focus in studies. Ever since I made a promise, he's been redoubling the effort of his studies. What kind of person is that? I should teach him a more flexible way of thinking. Now, excuse me for a moment. I'm gonna beat myself up. Crack! A whip falls upon my back. I shudder at the clarity it brings. Pain is all that I feel, and pain is all of mine. Crack! Crack! Oh, sweet, sweet pain! Yeah, I hurt myself, but do not worry. Do not fret. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. And the court physician has healed me already. That cloistered fiend. Trying to steal my stuff? nobody is going to be stealing things from me. We'll be friends soon. Yeah, this is my son and heir, but however, he is comely but intelligent but confident knight. Well, he's a knight now. That's a miracle. It's not a vision from God, and it's certainly not divine ordained to be friends. Yes. Let us pray together in gratitude. Yay. But remember, once we get to primogeniture in 2 years' time, then all problems will be solved. Geometric problems. I'm visiting the local library, where several scholars are hard at work writing and scribbling on parchment. I notice one is sitting on the ground in the courtyard outside, using a stick to sketch various shapes and numbers in the dirt. Curious, I stroll over to ask him what he's doing. My lord, don't interrupt me, please, he says, he scratches his beard. I'm doing some important calculations here. I've been stuck trying to figure out this geometric problem for days, but to no avail. None of my formulas work. No wonder my mentors haven't figured it out. Are you trying to solve for the? Wait, what if you multiply the? Yeah. Because I'm a man of knowledge. I know many languages. I'm a polyglot in addition to being a polymath. This is all I want. Just friends, friends, friends. Well, yeah, it's tempting to go for patriarch, but stress loss. But since you have a habit of building things, I kind of want to go for this. I mean, since you like building things these days. Alright, stewardship skills high enough. So, should go for duty focus and just go for architect. Now switch to stewardship related things of the court artifacts. Lately, Baranya has become famous throughout the region for its flowers. There are certain meadows and fields in Baranya that are renowned for their natural beauty during springtime. As a result, many affluent locals like traveling to these meadows to witness and gaze upon the wondrous visions of color and light. Fascinating. Perhaps I should visit these flower meadows one day. So for 15 years, the meadows and fields of this sign are renowned throughout the region for the beauty in the springtime, when thousands upon thousands of flowers are in bloom. Many from near and far come to witness this dazzling spectacle. So I could take the decision to view the flowers in bloom, which was likely a stress reducer. But anyways, I know I have stewardship related things, so that means get this off. Carpathian administration of the kingdom. Good God, that's a big book. Look at the size of this book as compared to these human beings. You want to know how the administration of the Carpathian kingdom works? Well, this very large book. You know, when you open up, it's like, eh. Yeah, there you go. This is a big ass book to read in desk. Study Golden Legend, which is good for learning, but I'm not using learning. So, Avar administration of the kingdom. Anything else? Are you sure this is the same? Ah! What the? 1 second. There you go. You're supposed to right-click to remove it. Okay. Carpet administration of the kingdom. Avar administration of the kingdom. Yeah, there you go. And in addition, fix that. You got your abacus. May never know. God, imagine keeping that as a court artifact. People will read one day. But I still gotta have that sweet roll. Because it's stress related. You do not fulfill it only in the springtime. Dependable donkeys. I already got dependable donkeys. That's from a long time ago. So anytime in the springtime, visit if you want to reduce your stress. What? Who's there? Northman conquest for Crimea. He's bringing friends. But wait for it. Get to negotiations. Horde of disjointed pirates, landless freemen, now desperate lest the children and other sort of miscreants have joined Khagan and his proposed Soviets and holdings. Though the size of his force is formidable, they lack discipline or loyalty, which each scrounge mercenary focused exclusive on what they could get out of the war first and foremost. Unlike a conventional foe, it might be possible to simply deal directly with the invaders. Perhaps a bargain could be struck. Plus 41 a month. All these things, good enough. Never! Never! Raise a man at arms for this. Your vassal Duke Semislaus recently found himself in a bit of trouble. The Khagan smiles tenderly. Continues. I made sure the situation was all settled. The mention is a benefactor. We cook on the Duke of Nitro. Excellent. What can I do? More money. You want to be on the council? You got it. Accusations of witchcraft. Blood-stained cloth, crow's feathers, strange smelling concoctions. This is the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Chaos who proved that Jalen has been practicing witchcraft in her hut from the outskirts of the village. The villagers claim their evil works must be the cause of their poor harvest and calling for her execution. That evidence is circumstantial. Release her. Khagan Muslims have been actively supporting Duke Kolp and his independence faction. However, my wife has a plan to change that. Trust me, the things I could tell Khagan would make her disavow in an instant. Make sure that never supports them again. Such a pleasant man. There they are. They're on their ship. Please stand by. There they are. Recently disembarked. And you also should know they know. What's the other language? Aha! Czech-Slovene. Advantage us. Just annihilate it all, and here comes their friends. Till next year. Still not yet living legend, but just so that whatever it takes, just give more prestige. Oh, just stretching. Sure. One of my friends just died. Oh, good, a poet. We need a court poet. Just a man for the job. Need a culture emissary. You're excellent at it. And when is the next legacy? Not until... oof, more than halfway. Would love to have that one day. Just to show what a multicultural empire looks like. Let me guess. Kiss my... Let me see, skill-wise, you are the breadwinner. You are the one that's gonna rule the Khaganate. I'll give it as good as I get, spawn of hell. Wonder what happens. Is it possible to befriend your rival? I doubt it. This is for reduction of the costs. That next perk, building construction time. All that since, you know, since we're into building a bunch of things, including here in Visegrad. One second. Now I'll go for officer canons. The valley of Cambosa and Chios is renowned for its lush, fertile hills. As a result, it has attracted a number of nobles who seek to exploit its agricultural potential. The valley is in fact dotted with several mansions belonging to such elite families. Today I'm calling on one such lesser aristocrat to explain to you how their family is making the most out of the bounty of this area. It's useful information to know. It seems I'm only seem to be focusing on his negative sides, which is rather productive with the current goal in mind. Sure must have animal streets too. Yeah, no, because he's my rival. He does have a rather commanding presence. Made sure with an earshot that I'm going to mention how he always captures attention when he enters room. I later confirmed he'd struggle to hide a satisfied tone upon hearing my words. See? You can be friends. What are you afraid of? Oh dear. Gunez. Mystical community. Huh. I must applaud your mystical inspiration of our faith. As far as I hear, it sounds like I have a thing or two left to learn myself. That's good to know. Additional taxes. What's with all these Swedes lately? Father of Alois, sons of Alois, I've asked my son what he thought. You still want to be just? It's not a good idea to be cynical. But I'll say the punishment did indeed not fit the crime, so fine. He's ambitious, temperate, and just. Now. It'll be worth it. During the daily management of my realm, I've learned several different opportunities I can pursue. Each opportunity has great potential, but realistically, I can only pursue one of them. I must determine what will ultimately give it the most value. I've heard rumors of a lost tome, rediscovered. 99% chance I get a very good book out of fact. Fine administration of the kingdom. Yeah. Let's turn that back on. It's time to hold court. Public accusation. Mernazan and her husband approached cautiously, wary of the assembled court. My lord, I'm sure someone at the Khaganate is trying to harm my husband. I have no evidence, but I suspect Khan Uzun. She resents Mer Batulia's dislike of her and seeks revenge. I beg of you, imprison Uzun and put a stop to this madness. I'll question her. She denies any involvement. The ravages of peace. Next petitioner is an extremely angry Duke Vinek of Malamir. With the bravest of deference shown, Duke Vinek relays that some of my knights, led by Chief Don of Salisbury, have passed through the county of Khagan. Recently, they have looted, pillaged, despoiled the villages and farms in Khagan. It's an absolute travesty, my Khagan. I will not stand for it. Do. My warriors march in defense of us all. Stop complaining. Frontier fracas. My executioner is somewhat of a stranger. This court, as I do not recognize her, and the eyes of Marshal Renak have been on them since they first entered. My lord, I have come to declare that the people of Antipatria are refusing to pay the taxes you have levied upon us. In times past, our landed people were granted rights and privileges which your recent exactions ignore. We request you just reconsider or else. Sounds like to me maybe misinterpreting some terms. Our business here is done. Such a pleasant meal. Tom comes of age. Again, potential heir. He's beautiful but intelligent. But unfortunately, nobody's a genius anymore. I don't like that man, but I like him. But one's kind of like me. He's a little different. Now we have reached a legendary level of splendor. There you go. Altering the deal. My vassal Batbayan has a contract with me that is quite lenient, exempted from many of the obligations I would typically expect from one of my vassals. If I could get him to consent to increase obligations, it would greatly benefit the realm in a long time. Let me see. I bet I could persuade him to accept the changes. In an effort to convince the Duke to accept a more strict contract, I sat down with him and explained all the reasons why I need to update it. He was reluctant at first, but after much discussion I got him to agree it would be reasonable to make an alteration to his contract. I altered the deal. As renown of my dynasty grows, my familiarity with the glorious Kunzakal sigil spreads too. My family's insignia is known across the world, noted by scholars, taught to children, delighting merchants in the lands that never set foot in my Carpathian Avars. As it should be. Now it's become illustrious. I am happy with that. Now we got primogeniture. Quick. Now all I need is pass absolute crown authority, then I can choose the heir. Which it will be Vitam, because I am not confident about Onegavon, because he's got a lower martial and lower intrigue if he were to save his own skin. It's gonna have to be him, because he's more different than me, despite the fact he's gonna be more diplomacy, but you're more into stewardship, even though they call you a dishonorable villain. And that's the way it's gonna be. That's how the cookie crumbles. Now let's go view the flowers in bloom. I remember. Court officials, 8 years' time. Today, I've taken the time to visit the spring meadows of the County of Piranha, famous for the beauty of their flowers. I am not disappointed. From one end of the horizon to another, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of small, lovely wildflowers, each their own unique color. But all these flowers together like this, when the wind blows even slightly, they look like a moving tapestry woven by God. I sit on the ground on top of a hill and just gaze in wonder at the majesty and beauty of nature before me. Simply amazing. Better contract. Approach near a harmless smile. I would appreciate if we could negotiate my contract, my Khagan. Any improvement would, of course, be met with enthusiasm for my treasury and my lands. You're willing to give that piece of land away from me? My treasure could need a refill, that's for sure. You get it. Just be nice for once. Yeah, we finished soon. Yet another daughter. Katiarika. You've learned the Czechoslovak language. Now you must know the third most important foreign language of the realm. Dacian Volga. You got an inspiration? What? You want to weave something glorious? Skills legendary renowned throughout the world, based on diplomacy. Of course, you're the poet. I'll sponsor. Thank you for putting your trust in me, my lord. Chief Dandan smiles and continues. Your confidence is not misplaced, for I've spent years practicing my techniques and woven some truly wonderful rugs and drapes. Free, though, I think a tapestry would be best. A well-woven one that could command the attention of a room and say something about its own. Only question is, what should the tapestry show? Something that illustrates the history of the Kunzakal Khaganates to become legendary. It's a wonder how a berserker adventurer who isn't drunk, possessed, and a poet, and he is august. My goodness, that he serves me as a knight and a court poet. And he's killed 2 men. One had his head ripped off, and the other had his skull cracked open. This man's seen some but he can, apparently, he says that he has practicing his techniques and woven some truly wonderful rugs and drapes, while being a berserker possessed drunk. But who are we to question it? But again, I want you to make something that illustrates the history of the Kunzakal Khaganate. It's almost like you're asking him to make a national epic or something, but that would have to be in book form rather than tapestry. Khan Yogi and Khan son among the most powerful vassals I know. I know how to keep them happy so they don't go around stirring trouble. Perhaps flattery is the way to go. Anyone would be pleased to have something made in their name, wouldn't they? And just have the right thing in the making. Should I lend my knife Chief Dandan? Oh, instead I am dedicating his masterpiece to my trustworthy vassals and advisors. Get this is my artifact. I should just... my best friend and friend. Yeah, that man's my best friend. Or it could be an egotistical. Wants to... Nah, to both. Yes, to both. That would be excellent. Don't you dare steal that. You could bring entertainment. My brother, my food taster, my wife. Ah, excellent veal cutlets, my favorite background. Ah, Bellows merrily, gorging himself at this. As Sarah desperately studies Surrey trade. Oh, my beloved candled figs, you truly are delectable. Ah, Reginald says with a singing voice. Now, this is what life's about. Servants, more spiced wines. Now, you Benny demands. It would appear that my courtiers are enjoying themselves. I should let them be. Should go on my own feast. Actually, wait. My liege, why not send her to cheer you up? Watch calls the snake up on my friend. My jester Yoga whispers with one's hungry? Yoga screams, hurling a pomegranate cake into the face of my courtier took. What a priceless expression. On Tuxim is somewhat fine. Oh joy, what fun. That's it. Now, fight! Now, let's have a feast. And not a day too soon. That damned arrival of mine finally kicked the bucket. The two dukes are having a duke-off. Why did you let him provoke you? Idiots. Repeat what you said, sir. Really think about it. It's not my court poet. This is some foreigner. Lament for the Khagan. What man does not hope the rest went tired, no matter his wealth and treasure acquired, on far or nearest wonder will life echo through the years. I know how I feel about it. Did I really make you that man that you want to form an independence faction? Now I'm an eager reveler. Excellent. Hooray, carousing and debauchery. Upgrade that to such a castle. It says it'll take 3 years. But now, it'll take 21 months. So I'm willing to put an investment on my money to Venezia. Your knight chieftain done ruined my new garb. My patriarch and externals are involved by the weaver. Piece of clothing holds his hand so badly cut up I cannot tell what it once was. You're overreacting. I was simply studying to weave the fabric. It's important for my project. If he says it's necessary, then it's necessary. I'm gonna make some adjustments. Oh, okay, we'll adjust that next year. Oh God, just laying down. Yes, sir. Living legend. Oh, these bat rastards are at it again. Yeah, I said bat rastards. Put it in Verbosna. We're gonna go get them. Let's go help our friend Serbia on that little issue of theirs. Remember, it's Dukla that's at it again. We got him. Job well done. I could have sworn I thought. Hang on. And here, my lord, my knight chieftain done justice to the door of his weavery, where he's been toiling for months on my commission. Stepping through the doorway, I gasp as I gaze upon the work hanging in front of me. A large velvet tapestry of masterful craftsmanship. The cloth depicts the founding of the Kunzakov dynasty and other major historical events leading up to the reign of Khagan Kano. A tiny but elegant description is woven between the main scene states that Khagan dedicated his trusted advisors, Khan Gheorghe and Khan Arslan, This is lovely. Hmm. It does not compare, unfortunately. It's not illustrious. Thank you very much. When Nagavan comes of age, he's a bit ill at the moment, but he's got grey eminence. But to me, this man here is the breadwinner, because he's got more intrigue, makes him less likely to be assassinated. So he ain't got no geniuses. He will have to do. At least we don't have to disinherit children anymore. Oh dear. A dramatic scene unfolds in my audience chamber as my vassal Duke Batbayan accuses Ilak, son and heir of my friend Khan Arslan, of impregnating his daughter wedlock. Khan Arslan distinctly claims there is no proof of the son's guilt. Even if it was him, it surely echoes fault for not being being a loose woman. The argument is heating up, and I must do so before things get out of hand. Alex the Cowell. He owes button and is but nothing. I told you I'm sorry my words, because I had not so much sleeping hours. But do not worry, after a recording, I'll be all good. Officer Academy is complete. Several fools in one coat. Oh, I don't remember my modest gesture being this grubby. Lord, excuse me. Say a bit to which deed to see my story not grieve me, Gilga says with a pain look on his face. Or Farto, whatever. Son of Gilga's colorful coat bush Sylvan letting out at least 12 happy puppies who nearly started costing courtiers with both nose and paw. A dog, that's what I need. I knew there's something lacking. That's what I need in life, a dog. This feisty puppy shall join me on many a hunt. As I pet the dog on the head, she happily wags her tail. What name would suit her? Something historical, something with a black fur? Important decisions. Our dog rolls over, looking at her stomach. I find myself distracted. Oh wait, I know, I will name her. Shadow. What a great name. Because it's a black fur, you see. I'm more of a cat person in real life, based on experience. Oh! We're counting down the days. Alright. Now, let's spend big. This place is gonna be rich. That's where we get most of our income from. Supposed to get it under control. I could have sworn I thought I did that. Well, now he's gone to the Northman army to go invade some other place. To the petty kingdom of the Don Valley. Speaking of Don Valley, regarding places out east, what are they up to? Mongol invasion of Tatarkia. Oh, two things popped up at once. Secret troops reaches our day. My vassal Countess Yaroslav is an instrumental favor of love. Arguing about the sanctity of a marriage. That's a bishop. Guards. Yeah, be nice this time. One second. Trying to give everybody's court positions, whether they like it or not. Anyways, musket wine. Some notables from Samuels are visiting me today to discuss some matters pertaining to their island. Before we begin our business, they present me with a gift of the island's famed sweet muscat wine. Thank you. On to business. The amenities. They need to be changed. Stylish, lavish. Spacious lodgings. And many servants. That's because we can afford it, that's why. And soon we're going to make a lot of money that's going to come from Venezia with these buildings that we're building. Heal, Shadow, I said heal. Wait for me. I searched for a long time and not a sign of Shadow could be found. Just about to leave my friend Khan Yogi. Appears out of nowhere, Shadow until... My friend, I do believe you lost someone. Such luck. Thank you so much. There's another thing I should do. Increase development, because that also reduces building construction time, so we'll build these buildings a lot faster. See, it takes 2 months. Look at all these things. The local culture's communal. It's a developing county. The professional workforce there. We're Carpathians and royal architect that we have employed, all that. We're going to turn Venezia into a very economically important place. As we're trying to get this more under control just to get more of the taxes. That's why I said earlier, I'm going to have this land for myself. And by God, it's going to work. Complete. Now, next, from shipwrights to expanded docks. It'll take you 3 months. See y'all in November. Done. Now, for expanded docks to shipyards. This really adds a lot to the development growth. As I'm gonna throw my money to all of this. Yes, there's even money in these. Exercise and meditation. When raised voices reach me again, I quench my instinct to turn on my heel. A constant bicker in my vessel Duke and Duke Moyes is enough to drive any man mad. Something must be done. I could either treat the situation as exercise and meditation, or eavesdrop and approach it with one of my sympathies afterwards. Try to make it sense. It worked! There's your stewardship experience. Can't develop it further than that. Because we're missing a fortress building of its upgrades. By fortress you mean... God dog it! You mean this. Because it doesn't have that late medieval era innovation. Yet. And now we're going for pastoral lands, all of this. All the way up until there. Yeah. Just build, build, build. They grew up so fast. You know, I didn't really bother giving her a guardian. Happy as all heck. It's like, yes, we're spending more on court amenities, but to make up for it, keep investing in Venezia. Invest, invest, invest. Yeah, why not? I should spend the rest of my life trying to be an architect. Whoops, there go. That modifier's expired, but do not fret. Yes, she's a good girl, is my dog. Last one. And then we'll start working on the farms and fields. Bye-bye, you stupid idiot. I guess you can't befriend your rivals. So that's just not possible. Faculty. No traits. A knight's decorations. My brother and my wife. As I pace towards my throne, I overhear my knight Fakram proclaim so to my wife. Oh, how such beautiful content screams, so perfectly pure I come part it seems, though perhaps it'll break my heart yet. At least I remember I'll never. As you reciting romantic poetry, my wife. Yeah, allow that to continue. It's just poetry, don't take it too personal. If you take it personally, you've got a problem. So, court. unconventional preacher. My liege, Duke, his voice is severe. I request that we launch an investigation about an infamous preacher in Visegrad. You see, this preacher is, well, that she's a woman. It's not in accordance of our faith. Mayor Tiggins interjects in my speech by raising his hand and taking a step forward. My liege, while Ume is correct, is correct in her assessment, is that the preacher's only flaw. Everything she teaches is in accordance with our faith. We need more people to spread the word. Hero of the Frontier. We know this event very well. I'm not going to bother with you. Because honestly, I'm getting a little tired, personally. Come on in. So we need more members. Agro-Castron dancing. A peasant man from the castle of Agro-Castron was brought before me. No matter what the guards do, he will not stop dancing, trailing blood from his mangled feet. I cannot cease, my lord. None of us can. Not until we collapse. Please help us. My courtier, Vaginos, is certain that citizens are affected by an excess of blood causing an imbalance in the humors. My patriarch are not going to give a hand. This is the curse sent by St. John the Baptist peasants. Wow. Bring out the leeches, we have more rumors to balance. Humors to balance. Now let me get back to construction. Build, 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 build. One second. Over here. Release back to normal. Control. Full control. When man does not hope to restore entirety and glorious memory, our desired, hope for all memories grace, so that the whole world remembers our face. Seems fine. It had its day. But no longer. Oh dear. My convenience of the divine is but different lately. They no longer make me feel aesthetic, but instead weak. But today I cannot muster the strength to rise from bed. Servants, help! I'm doing 4. Do no more is necessary. A little brighter this time. Wash your hands. Why did you just call my niece, you libinist? And now walls and towers for additional taxes. You found my dog and now you decided to take it on it? I'll compensate you. You know I'm a man with a lot of money. I will always make it up to you. Do something with that money. that would help for the defense of this country. Inspiration. Armor inspiration. Metalsmith inspiration. Wants to forge a crown? 1 second. Don't name it after me. Oh, what's my crown? It's famed. I'd like to have a newer, better crown. Skill's merely decent. Ah, come on. You could do better than that. I fear she'll screw it up. Died in house arrest. Oh, assassinated. She did not deserve this. She just did a bad thing and they killed her for it. God dang it. As additional payment in recent trade, I find myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. I've been assured that the animals are of the highest quality, but the question remains what should be done with the remains. It's a beautiful herd, but it could be larger. My breeding project is successful. A last-minute gift. It was my first time in that tavern. That's a load of bull. You've been in a tavern before in the past. I've only came here to visit a member of the local elite, but the tavern staff and regulars greeted me warmly. I did not expect that their Khagan to stop by. Admittedly, I came on short notice given the meeting location was changed at the last minute, but the staff did a good job of hosting me despite this. The staff had little time to prepare a proper gift, so they presented me with a simple carved wooden bowl to keep it as a souvenir. It isn't just any bowl, however. It is beautifully carved with a few Carpathian stylistic flourishes on it. It isn't the usual thing a great Khagan would have, but it's mine to keep, so I wish it would be nice while I'm eating in private or on the go. Just a damn bowl. No thanks, this is worthless. It's a bowl. It's a load of bull. Yeah, sure. Thought I would have never survived. Months. Well, it's working on. Saw that other option still there. .6 versus 10.1. Well, god dang. That makes Venezia the most valuable province I ever owned. You sure about that? Have a look at the other places. I mean, you developed it. Yes, it is. Venezia is the most. Alliance sides reported in attacks, burying several villages and killing many. I need to act quickly if I'm to help the people there. Let's try to help the victims as much as we can. Last one. Our old alliance with Serbia has expired. Perhaps not replace to question your strategy. Yet I wonder why do you allow the enemies of our faith to go about their wicked business without interference? We have both the means and the right to deliver God's justice upon them. So surely we must do. when the time is right. You gave me some money back. Ah, thank you very much. Hey! Thank you. Jackass. There. That is all the buildings we can construct. We cannot construct duchy buildings because I do not have the duchy title for it. And I don't want to piss some people off. In terms of, hey, you've got too many duchies. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Well, we'll keep building structures that causes men-at-arms maintenance to be lowered bit by bit. Because every little bit helps. Aha. I became obese. Oh, hell. That makes me poor. Well, son, it appears you might begin your rule before you even turn 30. Ah, here we go again with this bullshit. This is an excellent crown, so says you. Stewardship per stress level. Man-at-arms maintenance lowered, but no renown. Pretty intriguing. Venezia is the target. Five, four, three, two, one. Please stand by. Go on, tell it. We'll end this episode as soon as this war's over. Now I must work hard to study more. Oh, son of a beeswax, they're up there. Friends are dying all around me. Let's kill them. Gotcha. Alrighty. My goodness. Oh, he's got ridden, but he got a treatment recently. Now, I don't mind dying of obesity, but he's already got what it takes. He's got some martial and some prowess behind that, even though he is no way a military man by any means. He's a man of stewardship, just like how I aspire to be. That I'd like to be an architect before my life is over, but I guess that time is coming soon. But let me tell you, it's been quite an episode. We only done one territorial expansion. That's to Venezia, and so we put a lot of investment to it. And look where it got us. And we're developing it quite a bit. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's just pass a couple more days till we get this little thing. So don't just end it just yet. Because we're gonna get court officials before I'm gone. There we go. Just what I want. And cranes would be the next fascination I want. For all late medieval era economic buildings to make us even more money. But at least a little bit helps. But anyways, we hope you people have been enjoying this episode. But do not worry, in the next recording I'll start feeling a lot better since I'm just not at 100% of everything. But I can tell you that I said that I planned this is gonna be one of my last few episodes of this series. How do I want to end the series? Gee, I don't know. But it's possible that the last ruler I may play in the series will be him. Because I'm ready to put an end to this series sooner or later. But the only thing I'm waiting on is, will the Mongol Empire continue westward? I mean, they are bordered. No, they're not bordered. Mountains, I've had some, with this big Sogdian realm. Because we're beginning to wonder where they're going to go next. If they were to keep going westward, and if it gets in our borders, then we'll fight against them. Because we could potentially go toe-to-toe against them. Although, it would not be ideal to dream of that. But still. So, again, hope you people have enjoyed this episode, but until the next one, so long for now.